What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. We've got a ton of new e.l.f. stuff to talk about. These items have been taken out of the box it came in, put in their gallon-sized Ziploc, and they're ready to go today, baby. We have new foundation, we've got bronzing drops, we've got just miscellaneous different new products that had kind of gotten under my radar for a little while. And we're gonna put them together for a full face, and of course, anything that is not new in this haul, I'll come up with something else e.l.f.-wise to put in to create the full face. One thing I'll mention right off the bat, I picked this up, this was like 18 bucks. I think that might set the record for the most I've spent on a single e.l.f. beauty product, but this is the Youth Boosting Blue Tea Sleep Night Oil Smooth and Soothe 1% Gran Active Retinoid plus Blueberry Extract. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be trying this, but not something I'm going to be able to be putting on in this video. Let's see what the bottle looks like though. Ooh. Cute. Giving me Neutrogena vibes, you know? All right, so to be continued on that, I did get a Poreless Putty Primer as a free gift, which I thought that's pretty cool. It's a full size there. But I am gonna use some of these bronzing drops. They had 3 different shades of these, so I thought I'd just go ahead and try them out. I knew they'd been out for a little bit here, but I wasn't in major need of something like this, so like I held off until this new Soft Glam foundation launched. Then I'm like, I need to try that, so I'll just go ahead and try some other stuff. But maybe I'll love this. I got the rose gold shade. They say shake well and add 1 to 3 drops to your favorite e.l.f. skincare moisturizer. Well, I already am moisturized. I guess we could add a little more. I'm gonna use a little Vanny Cream. This is my daily facial moisturizer that I've been using every day. Love it. And you know what seems easier to me? Dabs of moisturizer around. We'll do dabs of the bronzing drops around and then just blend it all in from there. There's the tone of these rose gold bronzing drops. Feel fairly thin and light. Okie dokie. e.l.f. Duo brush. And we'll just let that mix with the moisturizer directly on the face, so I don't have to get a whole cocktail going on my fingertips. Most definitely giving the skin more of a glowy look. I know that that's giving a glowier look than that moisturizer gives as is. Not super bronzy, but again, the product's being diluted somewhat, and I didn't use a whole lot of it, so you could definitely adjust the amount added. I'm seeing a little bit of a bronzy glow. What if you mix it with nothing and just get a small dot and then just decide, hey, I'm going to dab it? Because it seems like it should be, honestly, plenty blendable enough to just do whatever with. And you wouldn't have to be blending this into a moisturizer. Like I said, comes in 3 tones. This was not the deepest. Okay, we're glowing. Most definitely more radiant than I started, and just a little bit more bronzy. Here we go. Here's the thing that I had so many questions about. The e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, medium buildable coverage, long lasting. This has 1% hydrating hibiscus complex. On the back it says get buildable just right coverage and a long wearing satin finish. Using a foundation brush or sponge, buff and blend all over the face. I got the shade 25 light neutral. There were lots of shades to choose from. Tube seems full of product. That's always good to see. I'm squirting out what would amount to like a pearl sized amount. Seems really smooth, not water thin. And I did get this brush, the Cream and Powder Face Brush. I'm wondering about trying that out with this. I also dampened my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, which is probably my favorite face sponge that I own currently. But this kind of reminded me of something you see a lot when people are talking about those Dibs sticks. I know Dibs makes a double-ended brush like this, but also Patrick Ta, Huda, various other brands do a double-ended brush. I'm gonna use the more dense side that's geared toward the creams. Oh, that really feels good. It's just slightly angled, good shape and size. I really let that sit on there for a while, but it's blending fine. I think the finish on the surface of the skin actually looks really beautiful. It is giving me some coverage. I would say it's straight up medium coverage with the amount I put on there. They say it's buildable. It's like right there on the front of the packaging, so I am going to try to build just a little bit more. I add a little bit more right here and on the nose, just kind of center of the face area, and just see what happens with that. See if I really feel like I'm getting stepped up coverage. Okay, for sure, that's definitely making it feel, actually in that spot, that's looking full coverage now. So really think about the amount of product applied. I'm kind of wishing I didn't use the glowy drops underneath so I could see exactly where this glow is coming from. I can tell from looking at my finger, just the sheen on it, that there is, you know, a true satin finish coming out of this foundation. But I think I might be just a little extra glowy due to those drops underneath. But a lot of people wear a glowy primer these days, so. Okay, just kind of stippling, pressing it in. I do really like the feel of that brush. That is looking really nice. The shade is absolute perfection for me. I'm really pleased with that, and I think it truly is buildable. And see the little sheen there? It's gonna have a natural look on the skin. And there's part of me who says you should have been just using this stuff for days before you got on YouTube and started talking about it. But I think the whole trying it out phase of things is really intriguing too, and it's like what I'd want to be doing today because I just got this order yesterday, so might as well take you guys along with me, right? But so far on initial application, I think that's a really good looking foundation. As far as concealer goes, I'll just use one I already have here. This is e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Peach. One of my just favorite all-around concealers, period. Love the coverage it gives. It's definitely full coverage. Love the little bit of added moisture I get from it. Get around the nose as well. Whoa, that's a big dot. I am going to use my sponge for this. I've just been loving blending out with the sponge these days. Although I do think this side of the brush would be really good for tapping over concealer. In addition to some brand new products, it seems like e.l.f. is kind of re-promoting, remaking some older products, as you'll see with a couple of things in this video. Oh, I love that concealer so much. As usual, we gotta really get in there to the inner corners. My 60 semi-hard, I'll call it a lifestyle challenge because it involves so many things. I've talked about it in a recent video. It's going really well. I have stuck to it so much. Like, I've not missed a workout. It's 2 workouts a day. I've stayed doing super healthy eating. I even took a 1 week before and after on Sunday, and I was in my undies, so I'm not really comfortable yet sharing that on the internet, but I could see some major differences. I'm seeing my abs again. I feel like I'm doing a ton of things, so yeah, I think I should see some kind of result for that, but after a week, I still think that's pretty quick. Okay, so concealer's blended, and now I'm feeling like, yeah, this looks totally full coverage. Just seeing that concealer take care of, you know, the nose, the under eye. It's looking really good right now. And then I don't think I have any kind of setting powder type of step. That's okay. There's an e.l.f. for that. I got that. This is the Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Light Pink. I do really like this powder. As far as light pink powders go, you know, it's not super identifiably pink, but it is brightening. So I tap out some, and we're gonna set the under eye with this. Really like the look of that foundation all over. If you've been wanting something kind of in between, you know, that gives you coverage but yet does have some luminosity, it's kind of hard to find things that give that kind of coverage that still look somewhat radiant on the skin. Okay, so I dab that on in kind of a thick way on the under eye, and then I dust that. Kind of dust away the excess. I feel like I'm almost flicking it away, and then any remnants, we're just working it in. Skin down here, after the foundation application and like a double moisturization also added to the bronzing drops, I feel a little dewy on the rest of the skin, but not majorly. A couple of the things that felt like e.l.f. did sort of a redo on are the primer infused products. I absolutely loved their primer infused bronzers and blushes. Like, they had a really, really good formula going. It felt very smooth, very high end, and definitely something I wanted to get into again. It says on the packaging it's got jojoba oil and vitamin E, creates long-lasting sun-kissed bronze, and that was one of the main benefits of the primer infused line, was that they had amazing staying power. I want to see on the website if it says anything about like actually being reformulated. Okay, the only thing they're mentioning on the website with both the bronzer and the blush is that there are new shades available. Both of them, it says, are available in 6 shades with 4 new shades available. So I got the bronzer in the shade Fresh Tan. Okay, that feels really good. It's a very highly pigmented, soft to the touch feeling formula, and the kind of thing that you like swatch out in powder. And I always remembered this with the blushes, and then you can swipe over it and you still have your swatch. Like, it immediately kind of adheres to the skin. So maybe I could try the other end of this brush and use it a little bit here with the bronzer. Whoa, kicked up quite a bit of fallout. Like I said, it is soft. This is my shade. Not the deepest one available, but not the lightest one either. I don't know that I feel like this side of the brush is giving me as much control as I actually want. It feels really big to me, and it doesn't even look that crazy large. It's just that I'm used to using something that's a bit more pinched. It gives me a little more control, that BK Beauty 107 for the bronzer. But I'm going to try to keep going with this. Just light dab into the product because it is soft. But if you want a long wearing powder, if you've always felt like powder formulas just drifted away on your skin, a nice thing about the primer infused line, which I'm glad they're kind of reviving it because it was such a good quality line. But one of its strengths is definitely the staying power. I don't know if this is going on as evenly as I want though, that brush. I've switched to BK Beauty 107 here. Do a little contour with this. Elf's like, we've been doing too many creams, we gotta bring back the powders that don't come off looking like powders on the skin. Oh, really liking this. Look at this gentle, easy chisel we're getting going here. Fresh Tan Primer Infused Bronzer. It does say matte bronzer on there. And then we've got our matte blush. I got this in the shade Always Vibrant. We don't mess around here. We're not scared of a bright pigmented blush. So we know this is gonna be pigmented. We know the formula is gonna feel, yep, soft, really pigmented. Again, it's a powder product, but you swatch it on your hand, you can rub across it, it's clinging in there, it's adhering. Just rolling my brush gently in, tapping off excess. Ooh, that's fun. So a sheer amount, it's looking really pretty there on the cheeks. Hi, kitten. How are you, honey? This is going to be one of those blushes, as I say, the bold blushes have levels. You can apply them sheer, you can get this kind of a look, you could build them for sure. I'm just being so gentle with my tap in. But that vibrant, kind of cool fuchsia looking blush is so fun. Don't be scared to blush, you know? The blush is here to help you. Ooh, that's cute. I love that. Primer infused line, powders can still be fun. Love those too. I don't have any highlighter that's new. Well, I got this e.l.f. baked one. I got the Moonlight Pearls. Might as well. I don't think they're even selling this anymore, but she was a good one. A lot of people love this. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about my little like e.l.f. highlighting quad. I wonder if they're still making that. That's really pretty. What has e.l.f. got for a powder highlighter? We're just taking it up a little bit, letting it catch light. Highlighter wise right now, e.l.f.'s got the Jelly Pop Glow Stick. They did bring back some Jelly Pop stuff. I didn't try any of that this time around. They've got the Halo Glow Beauty Wands. They're showing their liquid filter. Why did they ever take away the bite-sized duos? Those had phenomenal highlights involved too. But they don't actually have a freestanding powder highlighter currently. Maybe that's coming next. Do a primer infused one, e.l.f. Alrighty, I got this. I got their Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, Shockingly Fine Mist, Major Makeup Grip. Are we gonna be shocked? It's got 5% aloe plus hyaluronic acid, squalane. Directions: shake to activate, then mist over face from 6 inches away. I could have applied it pre-makeup to prep skin and post-makeup to set. Remove the sticker. So before I really shake it up here, I could see that there was like another layer floating on top. So get it all combined and test the mister. Oh, it is really fine. So fine. Did it hit my skin? A couple more. Oh, it just feels like a cloud. Now it says Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I see one little rogue big dot. Those always fall right in the center of the face. I know I just applied that highlighter, but I would have to say as a whole, the whole face of makeup is looking a little more one with the skin after that mist. I do believe so, because I had that foundation that, you know, had a little glow to it, but wasn't ultra glowy. And then we powdered, we did 2 matte steps with the blush and the bronzer. I think this mist did something right off the bat. We'll see if it aids in staying power as well. For brows, I actually do have a new brow thing. I got their laminating gel. So what I'm thinking is we fill in the brows with something e.l.f. related here. I've got their waterproof. Hey, bub.
Hey, did you see the text I just sent you?
Oh, no. I'm shooting a video, so I might have missed it. Oh my gosh. That looks wonderful.
They're obviously going to cut in the edges there. But
yeah.
I love that color.
That's awesome. I'm pumped.
I don't know if that's going to be the conference room or my office. They're just near offices, basically.
Uh-huh.
They're pretty cool.
Awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Dope, bub.
All coming together.
Yes, it is.
I'll let you get back to your video.
Okay, thanks. Love.
Well,
Bye. So, yeah, the big news in our life right now, within this past week, Bub is opening his own law firm. Yep. He's doing it. And I'm so proud of him. And he was just sending me some pictures of the location that's being painted right now. That's crazy. I'm super duper proud of him. I think it's kind of been a long time coming to take this step. He's got 15 years of legal experience now under his belt, and I think this is an awesome next step. He does a variety of civil cases like personal injury, workers' comp. He handles some medical malpractice. What else was he saying? He's got quite a few different things. So this is a really exciting time. And if you want to see more of Bub, I'll have to share when he's got a Facebook page up and everything, and an Instagram, but we're going to be doing a lot more videos and, different things, just highlighting him and talking about him. Keep an eye out. Okay, so this is the brow product that I got new. It's the brow laminating gel. It says 3-in-1 applicator. It's got the spoolie brush, which appears to be what has product in it, and then the brush and comb duo. And you see the before and after on that brow? So it's the kind of thing that's going to hold those brows up and in place. Strong hold for a laminated look, they say. Let's not screw it up. Here's what our packaging looks like. I'm just going to twist this off, and there I can see my gel. It's kind of that creamy gel look, reminding me a bit of my CoverGirl gel wax. And I've already got that waterproof e.l.f. pencil in there. That actually deposits some product in. It feels like a pomade stick practically, so it holds the brows as well. So I'm lifting up a bit. My brow hairs probably need a little trim, so I'm not gonna lift them completely vertical. It looked a little white, like I could see where I was putting it. And then you can brush through with the comb or the brush. There's a comb-y side as well, if you really wanna get neat with it. That does feel like mega hold is happening. That may be on another level, actually, the hold. I can feel it. So I'm putting the gel through. Again, it looks a little bit like a milky, waxy gel. Use the other side of the applicator. I'm using the little brush mainly to just kind of remove excess and get the brows laying exactly how I want it. I like it. That's a for sure major hold on the brows. It says gently press down. And by the way, as I come in, the surface of my skin looks so nice. Some of that's that little cute highlighter that we put on, which it's too bad that they're not making that anymore. I feel bad about that. But just the all-in-all coverage all over the skin looks really good. We have a new eyeshadow primer, my friends. Yes, it's a rare occasion that we don't use Milani eyeshadow primer, but I noticed in their news section they had this Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. It helps hold shadow and intensify color. It says, I don't even know what I'm going to use for eyeshadow today. I didn't get anything new. Ooh, she's got a doe foot. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to just be a squeeze tube. Okay, so it's looking just like a light pink, but then shears out to feel very thin, perhaps even thinner than Milani eyeshadow primer. And it said let it sit for at least 30 seconds after you apply. I know you don't want to be getting too much eyeshadow primer on at once. So we're watching that. After this, my last two new products are lip colors. Here's what I found e.l.f.-wise. I was just looking in my drawer. I do have some bite-sized quads, and then I saw that I have one of the Perfect 10 eyeshadow palettes, which as far as newness goes, this is one of the newer things. They kind of reworked this line, changed the packaging up a little bit. So this is a nice little wardrobe of cool neutrals. So I thought, yeah, let's go for that today. So I'm gonna go for this shade right here, which is kind of like your lightest matte that you could possibly work with in the crease, but it still seems like it has some depth. Our eye primer has definitely set, and I blended it not just on the lid, but kind of through the crease too. Okay, so we're getting some of this taupe looking matte in the crease. I'm just so excited for Bub though. I think he's going to just really take off and enjoy this so much. He also, he's real into woodworking. He's making the office furniture. He's building it. He already has an amazing wood and epoxy uplift desk, so it can be a standing desk at his current office. So that's gonna go, but he's gonna make other desks and tables too. So that angle of things is gonna be great, but we were talking about marketing, and I'm gonna be kind of involved in the marketing. And no offense to other law offices, but I just think it's kind of a second thought. Usually, like, the commercials are always, you know, Bub and I were joking about this last night. The attorney's sitting at the desk, the assistant comes over and hands a piece of paper. Somebody's on the phone, somebody's walking down the steps of a courthouse. And we just want to go a different direction. We want to do a lot of online stuff that just, I don't know, humanizes him. We even talked about like throwing in some OOTDs, little Q&As, various things that let people really get to know him as the person. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so I've just been working with this shade. I felt like it took a little building, but I'm liking where it's getting to. And that was my intention because I knew it was kind of somewhat of a dark shade to start out with in the crease, so I wanted to build slowly. I'm going to take some of this brown that has some shimmer in it actually, and just see what she does. Maybe blend it in this crease as well. Because shimmer is different when you apply it with a crease brush and kind of shear it out. Ooh, I'm getting this satiny look to it all. I kind of like it. Just gonna buff out a little bit. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm seeing some of the shimmer that we just took up there. I think it's gonna work into the overall look well. I'm gonna take this dark brown, and I'm going to get that going on the lid, and I'm thinking of doing kind of a dark lid all over with this, just for a little different thing. Instead of always going light on the inside, just patting this matte all over the lid, and then I'll help blend that up in just a sec. Okay, really cool, kind of smoky looking brown now. Taking my small pointed brush, there's nothing on this right now. And all I'm doing is just kind of touching it to some of that dark brown and letting it merge with what was already applied in that area. Now I'm seeing how far that went, and I applied just a little more of this brown to my crease. Real smoky, I love it. And I'm thinking of doing like a half smoky thing with this look, like maybe not going under the eye with anything else, but just keeping that above. And I did recently repurchase the e.l.f. Big Mood mascara, so that's semi-new. And seeing as that's so dark on the upper part of the eye, I don't think I'm even gonna mess with the liner. I'm just gonna throw on mascara. And it looks honestly quite casual. Even though it was a few steps and rich shades, what's there actually just doesn't seem super fussed over. Hello, Betty. How you doing today?
Good.
Love you. What do you think you'll do today? Build some Legos? What have you built so far Lego-wise?
The Grand Hotel.
The Grand Hotel. Thank you, John. By the way, our neighbor John supplied us with so many wonderfully maintained Lego sets. He had everything in baggies and little containers inside the box. It was amazing. Thank you, John. Not that John's watching these videos, but just in case, thank you, John. We love you, John.
And I made a school all by myself.
You did make that school all by yourself.
And
I like the school.
And I did one princess one that came with like one of
Oh, the
those
Tiana
bracelets.
little thing?
And it came with a princess with a little umbrella.
So cute.
And I made a beauty shop.
A beauty shop. And Nook's currently building the mall. So yeah, we just pop out our little portable table.
And then next, we're going to be doing the cruise ship.
Legos are really cool. Has anybody tried those neat flower Legos? Where you can build the individual flowers. At our library, there's like, they have a bunch and they're in a vase and they're so cute. And Bub had given me a couple of Lego roses on Valentine's Day, but I haven't built them yet, so maybe I should build them. Oh my goodness! What are you thinking about the Waltons? Are you loving it? I'm loving it!
Yeah.
I mean, who's your favorite Waltons character? It's John Boy, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
It's Grandpa or John Boy.
No, it
for me.
isn't.
Grandpa for the humor, John Boy for the... He's just so sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody.
This Big Mood mascara, I mean, I haven't really been thinking about what I've been doing much, but it's building up nicely. I'm glad I repurchased this. And I love the tube, too. So I got a couple of new lip products. One of them, I was mentioning how it seemed like e.l.f. reworked some things. I know they had this lip plumping gloss before, but it was yet again another thing listed in the new section. I got in the shade Sparkling Rosé. I don't know if that's a new or old shade. I only ever owned like one color of this, but it's a big old tube. It kind of gives you buxom vibes. So I got that, and I got one of their little clicky pins. I think it's called Pout Clout. Wait, which one is it? Pout Clout lip plumping pin. So let's try this. I feel like this is gonna be a really sheer pink. Oh, no, we're gonna see it actually. Not too sheer at all. Smells good. Just sweet. Sweet's the only description I can think of to give. Real shiny. No shimmer. Just a light pink gloss. How you feel about that? And what's it feeling like on the lips? Currently, I'm feeling a little tingle starting to come on. Not really a spicy feel, maybe a little bit cooling, but that wasn't an immediate feel on the lips like you get with the Buxom. It's a new shades thing with this. This is a $7 gloss. Same great formula with a new extra plush applicator and shorter, more compact packaging. Oh, so this is smaller. I thought this felt big. It says delivers a cooling tingle. I'm definitely feeling the tingle now. I think that shade's super pretty and kind of different from what I already own. That's nice, but I don't think I'm gonna chill with it on anymore because I have another thing to apply. Okay, this is the Pout Clout lip plumping pen. So just a plumping take on the little click up lip things like what Tarte's doing. I got the shade Black Cherry, I think it was called. Nope, Wicked Cherry. So clicking it up a few times. Okay, it's delivering some color. It is looking like a Clinique Black Honey type of thing, but more glossy because again, this is one of those where you click up and it transfers down, like all the product you click up goes down onto your lips. You end up getting the shine of a gloss, but a lipstick type of application. Ooh, I am in love with that shade. And I really like the shine too. Dang, they really got a similar scent to Tarte on that borderline coconutty scent. Woo! That is pretty, and I'm absolutely loving it with the eye. Like the eye and the lip, that duo, whew, keep that in mind for fall. It was that Everyday Smoky palette. Oh yeah, I'm into this. And that skin, I'm super happy about this look, friends, super happy. Now there's some things here that we don't immediately know the full story on, like how's that eye primer gonna work on me all day. It's gonna take some continued use to know fully about this and its staying power element and staying power of this too. So we've certainly got some to be continued things. I'm not ready to like rank them or give my full on like, yes, absolutely thumbs up, thumbs down, but I would say so far, impressed with the application and the initial look on the skin with that. These, they're feeling like kind of a take it or leave it product to me, honestly. This brush, nice, but the full end of this, maybe I'm just not used to applying products with that full of a brush. I think all over powder could be what that's good for. We'll keep working with that. I really liked the side I used to dab in the foundation. These are absolute winners. You definitely want to check out the primer infused line if you like powder formula, bronzers and blushes, you like pigment, you like staying power, those will impress you. Really liking how this brow product, I'm feeling the hold big time. It seems to be going above and beyond the hold of most anything else I have. This shade feels so effortless, yet so well suited on the lips to a dark eye. Just a perfect complement. It's brownish and, you know, I'm liking that type of thing. But really like the shade of this soft pink too in the lip plumping gloss. This one feels more cooling. This felt more tingly. I wouldn't say it felt painful, but I was really feeling something going on. This just feels cool and refreshing. I would try more shades in this, but I'd be surprised if I loved the look of anything as much as this. Again, these are like a gloss in stick form. Skincare wise, we will be trying that out. And yeah, this was a fun video. We always like playing with the new e.l.f. makeup on this channel, and I am very pleased with this look. Thank you all so much for requesting this video. Of course, if you've been trying some of these new things as well, leave your experiences down in the comments section so more people can see. And I will see you all again in my next video. I love you. Bye.